Okay, Peter Charles here for Hooked Fly Fly Fishing. And today we're going to look at tying a soft hackle wet in the easiest way possible. And it's a rather neat method that can be used for virtually any soft hackle wet out there, whether you want to do a grouse in green, a partridge in orange, a snipe in purple, it doesn't matter. This method could be used for all of them. And what I'm exploiting is this Wapsi UTC thread, tying thread, that actually looks like floss. It's shiny, it has a floss-like finish to it, it can go on like floss. It comes in three sizes, 200 denier, which is quite thick, 140, which is what I'm using here, and it also has a 70 size, which is quite small, equivalent to roughly an 8/0 thread, which you can use if you're tying a smaller pattern. But since this is a relatively large hook I'm using today, I'm going to be using the 140. Now our hook today is a wet fly hook. It's a relatively large one just for demonstration purposes, but you can go down to a size 16, size 18 if you wanted to. And our hackle is partridge. And as you can see, I've trimmed one side and I've cut a little triangle at the front for tying in purposes. So let's start off. We're going to tie in our thread a little bit back from the eye to give ourselves some room. Now, at this point, I could exploit my rotary vise and turn the vise and let the thread go on flat. It'll produce a lovely smooth body. Now, but a lot of people out there don't have rotary vices, so I'm going to show you what it will look like without a rotary vise, just by spinning it on. And the difference is when you spin your thread on, you actually put a twist in your thread. So that will show up as a bit of a ropey appearance, but it won't be too bad. So we start by going back and touching turns. And just work it just past the hook point, making sure you don't clip the hook point. If you do, it will start to come apart. Now we go back and touching turns, again avoiding that hook point. There we go. Lovely smooth body. So you can see the ridging from the fact that the thread spun. If you use the rotary vise, that would look flat. Now we're going to tie on our hackle. Just use that little triangle, a pinch loop, lock it in place, and now we're just going to put a half hitch. At this point I'm going to use my rotary vise to tie on the hackle. Now make sure these go on in touching turns, and each turn goes in front of the previous. Try not to trap any barbs. Okay, there. Now we finish this off using the same thread. I'll just trap that down. And now all we have to do is whip finish. If you prepare a bunch of hackle feathers in advance, you can knock up a bunch of these very quickly. So there you go. The simplest way to tie a soft hackle wet, very effective, it'll catch lots of fish, and you can get a lot tied in a very short period of time. Cheers.